Well, don't expect much. I'm just on here for a time kill. But, yeah, about that shot last night, I had high velocities loaded up in my bolt action, and what I did was I shot through that dude's back and hit his horse in the head. So that's what happened there. It wasn't enough to kill him, but I killed his horse. I'm not on here to do much. I'm just waiting on something, so this is just a time kill. Might mosey down there to that San Luis treasure. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to saddle up Fussy and head down there. Just a nice, easy cruise. Try not to get shot in the face by some 13-year-old troll. We'll see how it goes. Sinuses are still bothering me, so whatever. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. You know, people, places, and things, my motherfucking problem. Keep an eye on this sack of shit, Rusty.
Sure that ain't got fleas?
Yeah, keep going, buddy. Keep going. What's that compared to what you got there, fella? How's that blue waffle working out for you? Them Cincinnati Reds old fucking Cleo gave you. Fleas is the least of that guy's problem. Alright, we're going to set Rosie through her paces. Good old Fussy. We'll just fast travel back here, I guess. I don't know. Easy way, best way, I guess. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, I'm just going to try not to get shot in the head. That's the goal. And of course, I got to walk a quarter mile away from my camp just to get my horse to spawn. You know, because when you pay 42 gold for a horse, you don't want him to spawn when you whistle. You want to have to walk 3 fucking miles. Oh, I am off. Mercy kill out of it. I'll try to play a little bit better, but my fingers really are stiff. So, I don't know. I'm not that good anyway, but try to get it together. I mean, nobody watches Red Dead anyway, but I don't think anybody wants to watch somebody play horribly. So we'll keep those high velocities loaded up, and hopefully I can hit something on the trail. I want to check the dailies first because I just don't know if I'll be back, and I want to keep that gold modifier going. We'll see. They're trying their able best over there to get those warmongers start beating that drum. I think they would have already started up with Iran. I think the U.S. would have already started up with Iran. No doubt Syria, if they could have got the evangelicals to get the Christians over here in the United States to bite on it. But they won't back the war. Everybody's standing around like, what the hell, man? This looks like the Israeli 9/11, and I don't want any part of it. So they got to have the backing. I don't know if you caught that in the news. Mike Tyson the other day got invited to a party, and it was a donation. And they were raising funds for the Israeli military over there. Which I'm not talking trash about anybody, but I mean Mike Tyson said, I'm just telling you what happened. Mike Tyson afterwards, they were giving him guff about being at a party that was a fundraiser for the Israeli military, and he had to come out publicly and say, "Look, man, I didn't know anything about that. Just a friend invited me to a party, and I just showed up." So I mean, it's not looking good as far as support for a war that because everybody knows it's orchestrated and planned, nobody wants to be a part of it. It's a messy business. Anyways, if they could have got the Christians to bite on that, they would have already started it. There's nothing holding them back. But you can't lead somebody that won't follow you, so that's the problem. All right, I think I can break down some fish and do that flaky fish thing and just get that over with. Let's find out if they're flaky. I don't know, we'll have to see. Yep, I've already had 3, so good. All right, was that just... I got to start paying attention. Season, okay. Anyway, I found it interesting earlier when I was perusing the internet there that Israeli makes good military-grade equipment. But I found it interesting that they had sold well over $1 billion worth of military arms to India. You know, if you bought the new iPhone 15, I took the wrong one. If you bought the new iPhone 15, that's made in India now. So, I mean, they're not even. It's like they planned to get their operations out of China before the war. You know, before the war that they were going to start. So, just something to think about. Yeah, I cooked plain flaky fish, which was pretty stupid. All right, we'll move on from that. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. I'm just motor mouthing away, talking about shit I don't know nothing about. We'll go with oregano. It seems to be easier to find. All right, there we go. We got that out of the way.
That'll work too.
Politics. But yeah, try fighting the war with no support, with no public opinion, no sway in public opinion. That's where the clout is. You can't murder people in front of the entire world without there supposedly being some kind of worthy cause. So that's what's holding that up. If they thought they could get by with it, they'd be bombing the shit out of Syria and Iran right now. You need to understand when it comes to war that the banksters fund both sides. There is no... What are you running from there, fussy? As far as the war goes, there's no good guys and bad guys. It's just public perception of what they want you to think it is. What it's really about is just making money. Like Smedley Butler said, war's a racket. He'd know. anyways, I mean, it's a distasteful topic these days, but I mean, it's got to be discussed to some small extent when somebody's trying to murder other people. So, you know. But the evangelicals is going to have a rough time. The Republican Party, especially on the evangelical side, is going to have a rough time this election year coming up, because they don't have half the people following them that they used to. It's going to be rough business for them. Trump's using all of his campaign finance to pay off his lawyer friends, and I mean, that's the public perception of everything that's going on in that party right now is not good. The only thing they have left is well, conservatives just look at it. Well, I can't vote Democrat because they want Roe versus Wade overturned everywhere, and they strongly believe that killing, but rightfully so. I mean, I'm definitely not pro-choice in that capacity, but I understand it's not an easy subject. It's like I was telling this, because I've debated this stuff online, and it's like I was telling this one chick that started up about, well, what are you supposed to do when you're young and this, that, and the other? I was like, well, look at how many forms of birth control there is, lady. I mean, pick a struggle here. You can simply get on birth control, and then you don't have to go to the murder house and have your child ripped to pieces. You can just simply not get pregnant. Well, I can't. Well, and then she's like, well, birth control's expensive. People can't afford that shit. I was like, well, it sounds to me like you can't afford to have sex. You're going to have to buck up here, cupcake. If you can't afford to have sex, you're going to have to be an adult and not have sex. But anyways, that's just nonsense. People are going to do what they're going to do. It doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, everyone should be allowed to voice their opinion. I absolutely agree with that. But at the end of the day, you can't force your beliefs on anybody. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to have their outlook on it. And some people, you might be able to sway some people's opinions. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not all for nothing. If you really believe in something, you ought to have a right to say it. I do believe that's a fact. That's the way I see it. I don't think Caesar should decide what people talk about in pop culture. I don't believe that for a minute. I don't think money should dictate that either. I don't think that Elon Musk on Twitter, like he said, and I'm using his own words, that, well, he believes that everyone has a right to say what they want on Twitter, but he's going to limit the audience that you have. So he's basically said he's going to shadow ban people that he don't like what they have to say. I staunchly disagree with that. That's fucking nonsense. Who are you? Who are you to decide what somebody else is going to hear? That's communism. That's what that is. You call it what you want. You can believe that's capitalism all you want. That's flat communism. If you're dictating what someone else gets to hear in the court of popular opinion, which is in social media these days, I mean, if you think you have the right to dictate what's fit for the ears of the American people and abroad, then you're a communist. That's communist policy. That's government approved. If it's government approved, you're allowed to say it. See, you follow my line of thinking there. You understand that's communism, Kevin. All right? It was cookies the whole time, Kevin. Watch it, buddy. But yeah, so that's what really grinds my gears. He's going to run on me. No, just stay right there. Give me a nice, easy shot to blow. I'm not even going to whistle. He's just going to walk away. No. Ooh. I couldn't line him up, man. I could not line him up. That didn't feel like a good shot. This Arabian, man, the way she gallops, she's got short legs, And it translates into a short gallop, and she's bouncing you all the time. She's bobbing you. Even and like I said, I believe the Turkoman's definitely, that's the bullseye. That's the one that makes you more accurate. I think the balloon shrinks. You get a more stable shot off the back of the Turkoman. I always tend to struggle shooting off an Arabian. But their elite handling's worth it if you're going to trail ride. Especially up here in the Grizzly. She's small, she fits through every hole. The only thing that you'll find that you might not like about the Arabians is their short legs. They'll try to jump, and for some reason they'll try to jump over something and they'll just knock themselves out. And there goes you and your cargo flying all over the place. That's the only problem really you're going to have with the Arabians. Other than that, the elite handling's nice. It'll be interesting also, I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but it's going to be interesting to me also if they try to say that each party had over 80 million voters, for their candidate, because that's going to be nonsense. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody knows, with all the fake ballots and stuff, that there is no way in hell that Joe Biden and Donald Trump both got 80 million votes this last time around. 160 million Americans voted. So with the red trickle, if the red trickle showed you anything. No, not you, buddy. No. Sorry about that. Not trying to ruin your day, pal, but you brought it on yourself. But anyway, if the red trickle showed anybody anything, it's that Republican voters are sick and tired of wasting their time and energy putting in a vote in a ballot box or an electronic box, however, mail it in, whatever they do. And then those Republicans going up there and agreeing with the other party the whole time, And I'm not here to debate politics. I'm just talking about why the two-party system don't work. Because it doesn't, they realized very quickly that the Democrats were getting everything they wanted up there. They're getting all the funding they want for everything because basically it's a globalist hierarchy. That's all it is. They're worried about world economics. They're not worried about United States economics. They're worried about funding their one world government via the U.S. tax dollars. They're using our taxes for geopolitical purposes. They're going to align the world the way they want it on our dollar. That's what it's all about. And why not make a little money? They're lacing their pockets. You got to pay good hush money. You want those politicians to do what you want, you got to make sure the trickle-down effect's there. They got to walk away with several hundred million. We're headed to where we're going to start seeing billionaire politicians. We're almost there now. Nancy Pelosi, 5 or 6, 7 years ago, they said was worth over $400 million. And you used to be able to Google search this, and you could find out how much everybody was worth very easily. Now they try to say she's only worth 180, 120, 200 million. And you're not pulling up the searches that you used to be able to. They wash the internet. They scrub the internet of all that information. If you search it on Google and Yahoo or anywhere, you're not going to pull up that information anymore. And I don't even know if it's there to be found if you know the right web addresses anymore. But it's definitely scrubbed. 10, 15 years ago, there was so much more information you could get on the internet than you can now. You can't get nothing now. And like I said, some of the websites are gone, and some of them you're just not going to have come up in on your Google search. I don't think really what I'm frothing off about is something that other people don't already know. I think most people already know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just distasteful to even talk about it anymore, you know? I think that's where everybody is. They're just like, man, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah. You better be worried about helping yourself, buddy. Can't even have a nice, peaceful stroll without some idiot. All right, hold on a second here. I'm struggling. All right, I think I got that matter taken care of. We'll see. Man, I thought I was getting over this sinus thing, but I don't know, man. I'm having heat flashes now. We'll see. Woke up with a headache. This is just a time kill. Might watch the Browns game. The golden boy DTR is going. Thompson Robinson. We'll see. Let's hope he's not DNF. You know, did not finish the race. We'll see. I don't know. It didn't look good a couple weeks ago when he started. It might ought to go with that Walker kid. PJ Walker's at least got an arm. He finds an open guy, and he looks to try to throw Amari Cooper open too, and that'll get you somewhere. I don't know if it's going to win the game, but if he targets Cooper about 8 or 10 times, he usually does pretty well. At least for what's to be expected. We play the Steelers today, 1 o'clock. As far as I know, Pickett's in. So, I mean, you're going to get the Steelers in full force. You're going to be dealing with Highsmith and Watt. And I think Wills is still out. I think he's probably out for the season. I don't know. I didn't check it. But that injury didn't look good a couple weeks ago. I barely keep up with it, but I do keep up with the Browns. I like that Duran Jones right tackle that they started after Conklin got injured. That big dude gets his arms extended. You're not getting past him. He's not the best in the world, but he gets his arms extended. He gets those oven mitts on you and his arms extended. You're not getting past him on that right side. You're going to have to beat him with your feet and get under his arms. We'll see if he gets better. I don't know if he's going to get any better or not, but he's good right now. This horse's core is draining way too fast. Just like that roadster last night. Yeah, I'm a little bit dizzy today, so, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to find carrots in a fucking fake world here, buddy. Yeah, about that shot though, that I fired right through that dude's body with those high velocities and hit his horse in the head. That's what happened. Those rounds ain't no joke. I don't know if Express would have dropped him if I hit him with an Express round then or not. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't know the game well enough. Might mosey down to the butcher's table there in Blackwater. See if the Westworlds are shooting it up. This dude's headed the same place I am.
wants it to be. Dime a dozen these days. Lucky this is popular, how common it is. Dime a dozen these days. Lucky this is popular, how common it is. Dime a dozen these days. Lucky this is popular, how common it is. Dime a dozen these days. Thank you for your custom.
Why are you carrying that gun? Sure is.
But yeah, not to get on to further establish my point from before, not to get off on a rant about politics here, but if you'll follow what happened with QAnon and go back and spend 5 minutes researching the McCarthy hearings back in the 50s and the 60s or whenever it was, I think it's 50s and 60s, and focus on that lawyer Roy Cohn and Trump's relationship with him, and you're going to find that QAnon was the same psyop they ran during the McCarthy hearings back then. And that's all I'm going to say about it. You research it, you spend 5 minutes researching it yourself. Yeah, dude, this is QAnon 1.0. The only thing we saw was a rehashing of the fucking McCarthy hearings. Oh, every day, communist over here, communist over there. I had to watch those damn communists. They've infiltrated Hollywood. You know, at the end of the day, the problem is, when everybody knows you're full of shit, you got to come up with a brand new lie that's better than the day before. And they run out of ideas. They run out of ideas and start rehashing old bullshit ideas. The next thing you know, you got the McCarthy hearings all over again. And Trump spending campaign donations, giving it to his lawyer over some bullshit fucking trumped up charge that's not even real. Just eating away at that donation money. Paying his friends, paying his rich lawyer buddies. It's all some fucking game. You think you can trust a fellow like that? You go ahead and see where it gets you. You better watch the people who say the right things, but it always turns to shit. Remember, the first 4 years he got in there, he promised to lock Hillary up, and you're the one that got locked up under COVID. So, I mean, you better start making more. You better come up with something better than that. Two-party system ain't going to save you. It ain't going to happen. They're not there to help you. The game is geopolitics. You can't have geopolitics without blowing the fuck out of something and making a taxpayer pay for it. You know, but they want the good quality kind of war. They want you to feel good about fucking murdering people, you know. After all, it's your tax dollars funding it. You might get mad and stop paying taxes. You might start listening to a libertarian. How you like them apples, buddy? He's got him a good horse, don't he? He's keeping up. He's keeping pace. Man, is he pissed. Man, the way Fussy bounces around, the way she bobs, it is hard to get a good shot off with her. Makes me miss Blondie. But yeah, you're seeing the Christian community in the United States, by and large, not voicing their opinions about what's going on the geopolitical stage because they realize what a shit show it turned into. And they understand that there are certain things that I'm not going to get into on here, but there are certain things that make them think that Mossad orchestrated that attack so they could go into Gaza. And you can research that easy. This is common knowledge. You can research that yourself and within 5 minutes realize what I'm talking about what they're saying about it. And understand this, I'm not saying that, they're saying that. All right? The Razor's not dropping some bullshit on your head and saying that that's how it happened. They're saying that. That border should have been secured, and I'll leave it at that. That's the truth. They wanted that situation ugly so they could push into that strip. And by God, they got it their way. Her core's draining too fast, too, just like Linda. Razor's getting upset. I think I'll just keep moseying on about my business. I don't feel like climbing that tower to see if there's a card up there, so we'll just move on. I wonder if they're going to do a Mexico DLC. I don't know if you guys played RD1, but Red Dead 1, right there's where you run into Escuela. You hook up with a crazy fucker named Irish and end up taking a barge. I can't remember if it's a barge or what. You float over that Rio Bravo right there. Well, you don't float over right there. It's farther on down, but... Settle down, fussy. Cut through my carrots.
Hard to see how the world's changed with
But yeah, so I mean, we all can't get paid to sit around and invent new ways to steal. So, you know, finding some kind of insurmountable problem that only we have the ability to fix, but it's going to take 20 years and don't expect it to get done at all eventually. You know, like clean energy, like the clean energy scam. Over 50% of the budget of our energy budget goes into clean energy, and they put out like less than 5%. I don't even think it's 5% of our infrastructure, of our power infrastructure is powered by clean energy. Yet they've been stealing hundreds of billions on it for years. And guess what? All those R&D companies, foreign companies. Alright, enough of that nonsense. I wonder if GTA 6 is going to be the first $100 console game. I think you got a really good chance of seeing that. We'll see. You know already it's going to be $75. You might see the first $90 or $100 game out of GTA 6 because they know everybody's going to buy it. And you got a bunch of bastards in business administration sitting up there salivating over that dollar. They're going to make it hurt somewhere. It might not be, they might want to get the game title in your console, you know, and then they'll start hitting you with the shark cards. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to tell you what, them MBAs are not going to give your wallet any rest. I can guarantee you that. We'll just have to wait and see. Did you see how she bounced and him-hauled around there? Boy, I don't know if I want to mess with them. I'm probably going to get killed. I can do this, but I'm probably going to get killed. I'm going to tell you that right now because there's really no good places for cover here. And they crack you one good time with that Springfield and it's probably going to be over with. Settle down, Fussy. I'm not the best shot today either. I don't feel like I'm doing well. If I can get in between these two rocks and take cover, I might have a shot, but I don't know how much cover to the rear I'm going to have. You're going to have to move in, buddy. He won't move in. He just got his ass hanging out on that side. Give it a shot. That was a horrible shot. They're tearing me up. I'm auto-aiming on that dude laying there and I can't see him. He just cracked me with that Springfield. Get my aim on the right shit. He just hit me with it again. Alright, we're still good. There's another one. I didn't see him. He just set me on fire. Alright, you son of a bitch. How you like them apples, buddy? I thought for sure I was dead when he shot that lantern. They burned up, so I can't loot them. Prick. Yeah, that's all she wrote. I don't think this wagon I can get in, nope. No gold watch and moonshine this time. No, wait, maybe, no. It's not the right one. Anyway. But yeah, Rockstar's supposed to be reporting like epic profits in the second quarter of next year, so They didn't say that about a year ago for no good reason. I mean, they're supposed to have 3 ventures starting in the beginning of next year. Those high velocities did me right there. So yeah, they're not saying that for no reason. They bought, what is it? Was it 5M or was it just, I think it was 5M they bought, which handles the RP servers. So they're getting into RP now, right in Moon's territory. So that'll be interesting to see that translate over to console, because that, you know, that's PC users there. That's the last of the Mohicans. That's where the real freedom is. And that, you know, it's still going to hurt with Xbox and PlayStation consolidating all the game companies, all the publishers, because they're going to control the market. But at least with a PC, if they start putting faulty controllers off on you, you know, you can just switch to a keyboard and a mouse. If you get what I'm saying. We're not doing bad. Nobody shot me yet. William and the Westworlders might have put in a late night last night, so they're not up yet. Alright, I think my plan of attack's to get up on that hill. We'll start there. Yeah, let's just mosey up here. If we can get up, hopefully. I think we'll... No. Yeah, her short legs, you're going to have that a lot. Now, sometimes, I don't know if the Norfolk Roadster would have done it, but sometimes, like, the Roadster would have went right up that wall right there. Yeah, her stubby legs, they're not going to get it done. Maybe we can get up here by ourselves, and I get far enough away, I can whistle for her, and she'll just spawn up here on the cliff, on the plateau with me. We'll see. I don't feel like I'm going to get anything good out of staying down there. I'll try the refined binoculars, but I just don't think they're going to do much good from here. We'll see. Yep, there it is. Good, good. Making life easy on me. Easy way, best way. Well, I think I can forget about Fussy making it up here. She's pretty much in limbo. That was a pretty good one. Not bad. Alright, I got far enough away from that ledge, I think. Good. She spawned up here. Yeah, I don't know if the express rounds on the bolt action would have had quite enough range to kill that dude that I shot last night, but I know for sure, obviously, the high velocity is the only reason I put his horse down. The bullet went straight through him and hit his horse. At that range, I doubt the express rounds would have dropped him and killed him, but I don't know. They may have. Alright, I think I fixed her core drain. You know, just one of those times I brushed her finally paid off. We're going to feed her again. Just in case here, but it looks like her cores are draining at an acceptable rate now. Alright, I think I'm just going to give that stuff to Crips. We'll see, man. I feel dizzy. I'm getting heat flashes. I don't know.
Docks are looking good. I suppose this will do. Guess beggars can't be choosers. This is good quality. Yeah, anything's better than nothing.
I don't think I'm going to be doing that, man. I'm just not in the mood. I don't know. We'll see. Just nothing's grabbing me. I wanted to play DayZ, but I just run into the same bullshit. That public server is where the hitting happens. Maybe I'll just switch to another public server. Maybe that's what I should do. I mean, I'm going to run into cheaters everywhere, but at least I wouldn't be looking at the same ones. Like that dude that's duplicating those landmines and putting them in Sitnik, because I paid attention to that chat that was going on, and that's just a bunch of garbage nobody's interested in. I mean, their idea of a good time is just talking smack in that chat and, you know, using cheat codes, and that's just ridiculous. It's a shame. You know, the public, like I said before, the public servers should be where all the fun is. It should be policed better. They need administrators on those public servers stopping that shit. How hard would it be for DayZ to pay somebody to be an administrator to get on there, and when they know somebody's duping shit and cheating in any way at all, to just ban them? But you know, that's not that's not the working model for a successful gaming franchise now. The working model is that you go ahead and let the cheaters stay there. That you let the people like me who want to play and have a good time, we become fish in a barrel for the cheaters to come in there, so and they can run roughshod with their cheat codes and kill you like 50 times in a row, so they feel better about themselves. But the problem with that is eventually they run people like me off, that I'm not going to play anymore. And that's exactly why I'm struggling with what I want to do right now concerning that. All right, this is just as screwed up as a soup sandwich. Boy. You know, I don't have Hollywood kid friends. I don't want to play on a private server. That doesn't interest me. I want to get, you know, it's sad. It's sad. It seems to me that they can minimize the cheating down to such a minuscule level that it almost never happens, and then they could get gamers who actually want, you know, you get the Johnny Fairplays in there that want to have a good time instead of all the damn cheaters. That's a better business model to me. But you know what? The pay for plays are always, they're cheating minded. If they'll pay for play, they'll use a cheat code. They'll get the Cronus Zen device, hook it up in their controller, because it's all about them dominating something to make up for what's missing in their life. You know, they're trying to get over their microphallus by hooking Chronos Zen up to their controller and killing 5 people. You know, trolling people. And that's the mindset. That's the guy that's going to buy the shark card, easy way, best way. That guy's not going to get on here and grind like me and, you know, get up to level 240 because he's actually, you know, trying to enjoy the game and seeing what the creator had in mind when he designed the game, you know. That's not what I'm not the guy that's going to spend money. I'll earn the gold. It's the cheater that'll buy the shark card. And you know what? If you ever notice, you try to cheat and get gold, buddy. No, that ain't going to happen. You sit there and you process the transactions being processed when you're selling shit, buddy. They'll slow that down to a crawl. They're going to make sure you don't get an extra $1. But if you get shot in the head 15 times in a row by a Chronos Zen cheater, they don't give a fuck. But you're not going to duplicate that money. Rest assured, you'll never see a cheat code, and well, at least they'll police it better, because there was guys that was cheating in GTA and making money, but they disappeared fast. You very rarely see that now. They were duping cars and giving them to their friends and all that shit. You don't see that anymore. And it still happens. I'm not saying that it's gone. It still happens. But they can police that. They can make sure that you're not getting extra money and you're not leveling your character up and you're not having anything you shouldn't have on that level. But they won't police the cheaters that go around griefing people. The griefers are allowed to stay because they buy shark cards, is what I'm trying to say. That's a shark card crowd. You'll get mommy and daddy's credit card and you'll buy a shark card. You'll buy 100 shark cards to compete. You'll pay for play if you'll cheat, and they know it. That's the business model. That's why they don't run the cheaters off. I don't think I'm going to run this right now. I think I'm going to take a break. Like I said, I just not into it, man. I just pretty much got on here as a time kill, so. Boy, what a piece of work. Oh, is he gonna get it? Ooh. Fucking wolves. That reminds me, I've had all the bad shooting I can take for one episode here. I think old Fussy here is going to hit the stables. Get out of here. And get Blondie back so I can shoot straight. I'm going to have to get that elephant rifle out and use it. I've used it a little bit, so, but I definitely want to get his proficiency up to see about that accuracy.
I slept with 4 walls around me, and even longer with 4 walls and a roof. But I've never been happier.
Well, I can try. I might get that over with. We'll see. If they let me load in the solo, I'll do it. If they don't, they don't. I care enough to try one time.
I passed through this area in the 50s, I think. Don't remember too much of the 50s.
You catch what that fella said?
The Wanderer returns.
All right. We'll give it a go.
Did I ever tell you about the time I stowed away on a ship and ended up imprisoned by the Sultanate of Sulu? No? Well, remind me later. It's a corker. Anyway, business first. Time to make a sale. The buyer's not local, but we're getting a good price, so it should be worth the ride. Just be careful. This is precious cargo.
Come on, move it. Chop, chop. I hope this ain't a shit show. Rhodes Trading Station sounds simple enough to me. That looks like an easy enough trail to me. I don't think stupid could even blow that. We'll see. You never know. You never know with this horse. Come on, stupid. You know what? Let's take a look. There he is. Got him. All right, here comes the rest of the boys. Now you ain't limping away, you little bitch. Don't pick something you won't finish. That's the one we want. I had no idea he was that deadly with slow and steady activated off that horse. I only had to shoot that Onyx Wolf, what, 6 times? I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to make sure my cores are ready. That's good practice for that Ghost Panther. I need to hurry up too. I don't have all day. Hopefully I won't get attacked by NPCs. Even if I do, it don't matter. I'll just have to, I'm not going to be able to loot them. No big deal. That's the fastest I've ever smoked a legendary. And usually that wolf is good for eating at least 11 or 12 express rounds. No, it looks like I'll be seeing Gus. I might fast travel to Annisburg, though. I don't know if I want to go to Saint Denis. Visit old Cletus down there at the Van Horn docks. I think I'm going to keep the bolt action on me, and we're going to find out what this one's going to do. We'll see. I'll try it. I got the bolt action, so if it gets ugly, I'll just switch to the bolt action.
We gonna burn your corpse, boy.
Oh, come on, buddy. Boy, come on. That balloon takes forever. We'll loot these guys, but then that's going to be it, because I got to haul ass. Yeah, they're not dropping much anyways. That's probably how I'm gonna get that. There you go, stupid. Just fuck everything up. I'll take a feather, I guess. I could have got 3 off of him if I had the 22.
I can taste you already. Hey, careful how you go.
Man, I am really wasting time. I'm gonna have to move. I'm just gonna keep going unless they can catch up. We'll see how well they can ride. Maybe that bridge will give them as much trouble as it gives Stupid. Yeah, that's what I thought. They couldn't even make it over the bridge. Just that fast, though, you get cocky and old Stupid runs you off that bridge. You think riding railroad tracks is a good idea till Dummy pulls you off over into somewhere you don't want to be, I guess. Especially if you're riding the tracks to roads. From like the Valentine area, you take the tracks to roads from there, it can be ugly. Yeah, they're struggling. They don't know what the fuck they're doing back there. They're not hitting the trail. They're not good riders, so that's a bonus for me. I think I'm going to start trading down in the roads area, though, or at least for a couple resupplies. And if I don't get the Ghost Panther by then I'm going to do a trade route, distant trade route there by loading in this solo session, and hopefully that'll load up that Ghost Panther. The object would be to kill the Ghost Panther then, but he's dangerous. I don't know. We'll see. I should be able to kill the Ghost Panther and drop the goods off, but I don't know. I've never, like I said, I've never hunted him, so we'll see. That's really the only thing left for me to do that's interesting at all on this game. I've pretty much done everything. It just becomes a time kill. And I'll probably have to deal with these guys. We'll see. Yep. Man, this gun is junk. I mean, it just don't serve a purpose at all. If this gun doesn't get better when I got max proficiency, that gun don't serve a purpose at all. It's just junk. The only thing this thing's going to do is get you killed. Won't even auto aim on those deer. What is up with that? Yeah, I don't care too much at all for this rifle. It didn't have the range. It's got shotgun range. Yeah, I don't care for that. They're going to have to knock up the range on this rifle, or it's just going to be worthless. How are you going to have a short-range gun and the balloon literally goes from 3 inches down to where you might actually hit something and it takes 3 seconds? You're going to be dead before you fire a round, an accurate round. It's worthless. I mean, if you're going to have a balloon that big, it's got to have range, or what's the point? That range is pathetic. If you pre-aim it, you'll do a little bit better because that shrunk the balloon, and then I could let off the aim and then aim back in. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. I'm going to quit wasting my money buying ammo for this thing because I'll almost never use it. I guess the good news is it's almost over. I don't hear any shooting, so it's like I'm just gonna stroll right in. Alright, nice and easy. Alright, before I pull in here, I want to mark my map because before they start putting them in on me, I want to be on the right trail, and I'll try to get that ghost panther to spawn real quick. They'll start loading them in a minute or two, so I won't have much time, but if I jump on that horse and ride, I might be able to get that ghost panther to spawn. Yeah, it stayed marked too, so that's cool. Alright. We're gonna ride this way out of town. I'm not going that way. Didn't see that one coming. Boy. It said I was loaded into another session, so I'm going to assume I just loaded in with other players, so no, I'm still by myself. I might be able to get that Ghost Panther to spawn. No, fuck these guys. But Caesar's gonna get his taxes, tell you that. Okay, I'm on Express, so we're good to go. Alright, we don't want to head to the swamp, so that panther I killed last time didn't spawn in that area. So much time might have to elapse, like after I killed that Onyx Wolf, since I already killed a legendary, another one may not spawn for me. Maybe I should have passed on that wolf. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get what I'm looking for. I care that much. Yeah, I think I probably sabotaged myself on that idea when I killed that Onyx Wolf. Because I do believe it would have spawned. but they're not going to give me back-to-back legendaries, apparently. Yeah, why not? I haven't done one in a while. Oh boy, do I really want to commit to that. Better get into defensive before William and the Westworlders have a go at me. That's what they're looking for, that auto aim, that easy shot. This just looks like a mess waiting to happen. I might get my ass shot off going in there. Yeah. Bad shot. This is gonna get ugly.
You're gonna be full of holes, you
Yeah, I bet I do. Bet I am.
What in the hell?
I couldn't hit that guy. Saved my life. That was pretty pathetic. I don't know what he's shooting, but the range on it is shit. Is that okay? Yeah, I can kill him. I love how they think you do all this shooting, kill all these guys, and you're just going to let the leader go. You know? Some special Freemason handshake, this guy's just going to walk away, right?
Hey, I'm...
already going at it. Man, horrible shots. Horrible shots. I guess all those boxes I could loot just disappeared after I killed the guy. There probably wasn't anything worth having in them anyways. You know, I should probably clean that elephant rifle. Yep. Let's see how close we are on the proficiency. We're a ways off. The range will go up, but damn. You know, I killed a lot of people for it to be that far off. It will get better. I guess I'll see what the finished product is. I'll max it out and, you know, go from there. I don't expect much. I don't expect to like that gun. The range is horrible. And the balloon is huge. The aiming balloon is just awful. Wonder what freaked him out. Must be a snake.
guess so.
Yeah, well,
Oh man, Cletus ain't down at the docks. Boy, oh boy. Too bad.
you ain't nothing but a bear with no blast. Come on, then. That mistake's
I'm surprised they let me get by with it. Well, one of them did come after me.
By God.
Hey, what the hell?
Man, Cletus just won't spawn in for me. Damn it. Somebody's got to pay for the little things. Ah, well.
Okay, or what?
Who do you think you are?
Can't even troll NPCs.
Get out of my way.
Surprised Butcher's Creek didn't start up.
Hey, over here!
Can't see shit. That was horrible.
Had some luck out there, huh? Please, take a look. Oh, excellent quality. All right, what have you got? Yeah, I get a lot of these. Okay, I'll take another one of those.
I'm gonna have to come up with something else to do. This is just boring. We'll see if I can't find a good, interesting DayZ server or something. I'm just not into it, man. Not into it.
We're in business. Impatient, ain't you? We're well stocked for the time being. I'll take whatever I can get.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what I'd expect to hear.
If you keep selling at this rate, we'll be dripping in gold by this time next year. Ah, you're back.
How did I end up with that Lamad equipped? Man, I gotta start paying more attention. Oh, yeah, when I switched them over so the degradation would be equal. You use your primary more, you're going to shoot your primary more than your secondary. So after you've used them for a little while, you switch from your primary. See how that would look at the condition. I want that one the low condition, and I want the higher condition one over here, and they should degrade a little more the same rate, because I'm going to use that primary revolver for more times. It's going to get shot more times because it's the first one I fire. So that's the logic behind that. Alright, I think that's going to round it out for me. It's a pretty shitty stream. Pretty boring. It's just me. I got a headache, sinus issues. I'm bored. Complain, complain, complain. Yeah, I'm going to have to start one of those long distance trading deliveries at least from down there in the Lemoyne area. And maybe when I start out, that Ghost Panther will spawn down there and I can kill him and finally get him. I think that's about the only way I'm going to get him, because people that aren't in the Heartlands, the Emerald Ranch area, they're in the Lemoyne area because of the flatland. They don't want to be up in the Grizzlies, and for some reason people don't like the desert, Armadillo area. I can't remember if they call that New Austin or West Elizabeth, whichever one. Most people don't like that area, and if you see somebody down there, their solos especially aren't down there. If you see people down there, it's usually a posse. So it's going to be hard to get Ghost Panther spawns. That Lemoyne area is probably not quite as popular as the Heartlands and Emerald Ranch area, but it's popular enough. I may as well just give him the Crips. It's popular enough to where that Ghost Panther is a rare spawn. There's too many people in and out of there. They're getting him before I can. At least it feels that way. Meander up there and see if Chalky White spawns and Wapiti, and I think that's going to round it out for me.
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
With the goods I ordered, it's a waste of time, but I'm not going to go sell it. I'll just give it to him. Man, I am mailing it in. I've just gotten to the point to where I'm not even paying attention anymore. That's a shame. That's a shame. I really wanted to shoot something. Where did that deer go? Oh, right in front of me. I guess I could catch a fish with a lure for the gold. You know, let Rockstar pull those puppet strings. I don't know if this is going to be considered a lake or it should be a river. It might be a lake though, because it's the head. I don't know. We'll see. He's a big one too. You do all that work to catch a big fish and it's worthless. You can't even give it to Crips. You go to the butcher and sell it and that's it. That's it. You can't break it down and cook it. If you put in all that work, you should get something out of it. What is it, a sturgeon or I don't know, we'll see. Muskie? No, I don't think it's a sturgeon. It might be a muskie. There's a muskie. 5 fish caught. Now, you can kiss my ass. I'm not a fucking fisherman, buddy. Five fish. Crying out loud. I'll check out back at station, I think, and then I'm done. Whoa, horse. Turn around, that's right. That ought to be good enough right there. Don't want him floating downstream on me. Mind your own business, buddy. I blew that. He might be too high for me to crack now. Oh, come on, man. Stop. Stop. I thought that was a horrible shot. I hit him with manual aim. He ended up being a 3-star. Man, that collectible you gotta dig up's a rare spawn up here. Like Caliban's seat. Well, I think that's going to round it out for me.
I'm gonna whoop you good. This is the end for you. Oh, shit.
Alright, enough nonsense. Well, I'm out. Peace.